fine because okay. Katya. Yes, don't worry. Today I'm back with another story time. I'm finally back home so I can finally film for you guys, and something just happened in Portugal that I need to talk about. If you don't follow my Instagram, what are you doing? You wouldn't know that I went to Portugal for a week or two ago, and weird things happened there. It was a very interesting trip, to say the least. I'm just gonna go in order of all the weird events that me and my friends experienced there. First of all, not really a story, but it's worth mentioning that the first day there, my friends lost all their baggage. The baggage didn't come, it didn't ship from Canada, from where they were flying from. So my friends had no clothes. That's how this trip started. And so we had to waste the first day buying an outfit or two for them so they could, you know, be dressed for the next days. And that night we went to bed around midnight so we could get up early to actually do things in Portugal the next day. I remember we put on a show on Netflix, but I just passed out because I was so tired from the planes and everything. But also, I'm a very light sleeper. I don't care how exhausted I am, if I hear one noise, I will wake up fully. So while I was sleeping, I hear a noise and it kind of sounded like the hotel door opening. I didn't think anything of it because we had connecting rooms, and so I thought it was that door, not the main door to the outside. Because I'm not freaked out, I don't open my eyes. I just kind of lay there still. I'm not asleep anymore, obviously, but I'm kind of half asleep. And all of a sudden, I hear a man's voice. I hear a man's voice say, "Excuse me, sir, excuse me, sir." So I open my eyes now because a man is speaking to me. But if you know me, you know I'm blind. You know I wear contacts and glasses, and when you go to sleep, you take out your contacts, therefore I am blind. So I'm squinting around the room, trying to find what guy is in our room. It's not working. My worst fear has come true. I'm about to be kidnapped while I'm blind. So while I'm squinting around the room, I still hear the guy talking. And from the way I heard his voice, I could kind of tell that he was inside of the room. Now, I don't know if he was poking his head like inside the room from the hallway, or if he was fully in the room, but all I know is that the voice was like close to us. It wasn't coming from outside of a door. But after a while, I hear the sound of a door closing. So when the door closes, I'm trying to convince myself that I was dreaming, that I was hearing things, that I was making it up in my head. I thought my friends didn't wake up, so I was like, yeah, it's probably in my head. They would have heard it too. And right when I'm thinking that, Danny from right next to me goes, "Did you just hear that?" And I say, "Oh, you mean the man's voice in our room?" And she shoots up from the bed, "Yes, you heard that too." And I'm like, "Yeah, I heard a man's voice in our room. I thought I was making that up." So we're both awake, we're both freaking out. We wake up my other friend Jeanette, we fill her in. But Danny and Jeanette are more paranoid than me, to say the least. They freak out on a whole new level of freaking out. Danny tells me to go check if he's still in the room or in the bathroom, in the closet. And I calmly remind her that I am blind and can't see. So she goes and checks. No one's there, no one's like lurking around, no one's in the closet, no one's in the bathroom. At this point, I'm fine, because I'm like, if the guy's not in the room, he's gone, I can go back to sleep. But Jeanette, not so convinced. She takes the desk chair and props it up against the door. And we go back to sleep. That was our first night in Portugal. Some honorable mentions before I get into the weirdest story. The second day we went down to breakfast to go eat at the buffet, and then afterwards we went to the bathroom together, and while I was reaching for the bathroom door, it swings open and a man walks out and stares at us and goes, "Hi ladies," and we're like, He then looks behind him at the giant women's sign across the door and goes, "Oh, ladies," and walks away. So there's that. Also later that trip, we went on one of those hop on, hop off bus tour things, and I hate those buses. I don't think they show you anything interesting. You can never hear what information they're telling you. Like, it's just not good. So I was trying to convince everyone to not go on this bus. No one listened to me. We went on the bus and the bus got in a car accident. Am I psychic or am I psychic? But now for the title. So if you watched my What Boys Are Really Like in College video, the boy in the last story was a boy I met at a club who I kind of had a thing with for a week or so, and then ended up ghosting at the same club later because I just wasn't into it, okay? Now, I want to make this clear. I have never seen this boy sober, and therefore do not know what he looks like. To this day, I haven't. I know his general features, but they're so generic that, like, if I saw him in public anywhere that wasn't school, I probably wouldn't recognize him. That sounds really bad. So in Portugal, let me remind you, in Portugal, in a different city than where we were staying, mind you, me and my friends were sitting at a restaurant minding our own business. And let me add, this was after our sangrias. We're sitting at this restaurant and suddenly I hear, "Katya? I'm in Portugal. Who knows me in Portugal?" My friends thought it was a subscriber, and I'm like calmly reminding them that I'm irrelevant. And so I look around and then these three boys come up to us. I'm looking at the one who called my name and I'm like, "I just don't know who you are." He says again, "Katya." And I'm like, "Hi, yeah." And then his friends are looking at him like, "Who?" And he's like, "Oh, we had this really awkward interaction." And I'm like he's looking at me like I'm supposed to know what he's talking about. And I'm just like, I don't know who you are. But I'm not gonna like embarrass him in front of his friends. I'm just like, yeah, yeah, that was awkward. He stares at me for like 5 more minutes and then he's like, "Okay, well, bye, have fun," and starts to walk away. His friend, I think, is catching on to the fact that I don't remember him and says, "Oh, we're from Northeastern," which is my college from across the world. He keeps jogging my memory saying that they live in the same building as me last year, that they were a floor below us, and I'm like, you're telling me that these 3 boys who lived in the same building as me, 1 floor below me, in college, which is in Boston, just happened to be in Portugal, in the same city that we're not even staying in, walking past a restaurant that me and my friends randomly chose? Absolutely not. This wouldn't happen to anyone else. I quickly start putting the pieces together that this boy is the boy from the club that I ghosted. And I make a mental note to kill myself later. Because everyone runs into the boy they ghosted in Portugal. I have no words. Anyway, so his friend keeps talking to us, telling us about all these clubs they're gonna go to and saying to come with them. And I'm like, you want me to go clubbing with him again? That's a great idea. Let me just get my things. So I'm like, yeah, give me your stuff. Like, I'll let you know if we wanna go clubbing. Did I ever let them know? After a while of me trying to end the conversation, we don't see them again. Can't wait to go back to school. This would only happen to me, I swear to God. But anyway, that was my interesting Portugal trip. Obviously, overall, it was amazing. We were in Portugal. And if you want to see all the things we did in Portugal, I have an Instagram highlights section. And I'm still posting pictures from that trip. So you should go follow me. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like and subscribe if you did. And I'll see you in the next one.